Another hallway.
I'd call this more of a... Okay.
A prison. Come on, open. It's not going to open because you rattled it, you know. Damn it. That's my solution to everything, though.
Look over here. A dead person cut in half by the falling gate.
Why is it that whenever her face looks like that, it makes me think of Calvin and Hobbes. Makes me think of that art style.
I don't see it.
I don't know why. Just like the bugged out eyes. Elevators. And the buttons. Of course they don't work.
Power must be out here too. Just like the staircase.
That leaves this door. Well, looks like we don't have any choice. Yeah.
Sure does.
Well then, let's open it. Alright, here I go. I am opening the door. Oh. So it's a kitchen.
What were you expecting?
Isn't it obvious? The exit. I was hoping this would be the way out of here. You really think it'd be that easy? Yeah, I know. Still. If we could just get through this door, we should come out on the other side of that grate we saw earlier. But don't we need a key for that? Sorry, guess that wasn't very constructive. Anyway, let's take a look. Hey! What's that? Huh? Oh, yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you. I found this a little while ago. It's a map of the B deck. Let me see that! I knew it. See? Look! Yes, hold your horses.
What did you figure out?
This is handy. You notice how the thing around Santa's neck, it looks like an unraveled version of, like, June's scarf.
Kind of does, yeah.
Like, I imagine that's like... Actually, what would that be? I can't actually think of what this would even be, besides maybe, like, a very thin scarf. But it's like, that's a little too thin. See? We came in here. If we go out there, then we'll be on the other side of the grate. How about that? She's right. We can get out through there. There we go. Here, you can have it back. Thanks.
There's a card reader on the right side of the door.
And that means the key card is somewhere in here, right? That seems the most likely. Alright, we know what we need to do then. Let's get moving. First off, I say we split up and look for clues, gang. Shaggy and Scooby, you'll be the bait.
Ruh-roh. Okay. Well, she's into it.
You get to be Daphne.
Okay, he had a lot more stuff to look at this time.
Seek a
before he did the face thing.
Actually, no. Compared to last time, he had a lot less. He only looked at 4 things. Last time, he looked at like 6.
That's what I meant. I said the wrong thing.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure.
Because last time it was like, hit, any day now. Seek a way out.
A voucher. It says, appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F.
Someone write this down.
Wow, this pot looks like it's made out of silver.
I bet drinking tea from this pot would be really yummy.
Spending a day off with June, drinking tea. Could such a day ever happen for me?
Jumpy?
Nothing. We don't really need hot water, so we should be moving on. It's a lot of notes. Got a bunch of stuff written on them, but it doesn't look like a code or anything like that. Alright, here we go. This is what I was looking for. This thing. So you can enter numbers into this thing. Is it an oven timer? It's probably for entering a passcode. After all, the oven door is locked. My guess is that it'll open if we put in the correct code. Well, it doesn't have letters on it, so I don't think it's the thing that we were looking at a moment ago. An iron oven. Looks pretty heavy duty. Probably industrial quality. Just because they're just going over the fact that it's locked. Because I accidentally clicked it. There we go. I was just wanting to get through that. Alright.
Damn, I knew it was locked.
All we've got here is a pot and frying pan. Oh, and a pressure cooker. Well, I guess we could use some of those as weapons. Like, what kind of an idiot are you? You're gonna run around holding that thing while you're looking for the dead? Hey man, it was just a joke. Why so serious?
Why so serious?
A sink. Still got water in it. There's a couple plates in there, but I don't think they're gonna help us much.
Or are they?
Whetstone.
Ooh.
If we ever need to sharpen a knife, we're ready. A trash can. There's nothing inside of it. Well,
What about the other trash?
well, better than being full of rotten food, I suppose. Damn it, there's nothing in here. Hey Santa, digging through the trash really suits you. What the hell did you say? Listen, lady, I did you a favor. I knew you'd just piss and moan, so I did it for you. Oh my, I don't recall asking you to do anything. I ought to throttle you. Excuse me. Does it feel colder in here? And can't click that one.
Hot pizza.
Oh, countertop. There's a rolling pan and colander here. Nothing useful.
Wow, a countertop.
Maybe this table's for preparing food. There are plates everywhere. Alright, we're back here now. It's a partition that splits the room. On the right side of the wall...
It's just one of those swinging doors. You see a lot of them in between kitchen and dining areas in restaurants. Without this door, you'd need to run all the way around the partition to get to the other side.
That'd really be a pain in the ass, huh? Well, I guess it's not really important, but still. What were you saying?
I was about to read the line. Wow, Jumpy, you can reach really high.
Yeah, I can jump pretty high. Here we go! Brakes light.
Jumpy can jump.
Brakes light instantly. Those 9 plates look pretty expensive. They're plates for appetizers. Remember, appetizers usually come on square plates. Okay, well excuse me, princess. 1, 2, 3, there's 10 of them. If you flip these over, they look like hats. The middle is super deep for a plate. They're soup plates. They're made that way so the soup doesn't spill. If we ever get out of here, you should treat yourself to a nice dinner out. Makes you think a poor college student has the money to do something like that. I think there are 15 of these plates. I'm assuming they're for seafood. How the hell can you tell that? They look like just like any other plate from the 99-cent store. If you ever take a lady out to dinner, you're going to embarrass yourself. I feel sorry for June. Whoop. Why the hell are you bringing up June? The lady doth protest too much, methinks. You are not terribly subtle. There's a bunch of little wavy ridges on this plate. Those plates are for serving meat. You really are ignorant, aren't you? Come on, it's not like I need to know this crap. Jeez. 9, 10, 15. I'm gonna try something. I don't have a passcode yet. Oh, okay. Not ready then.
I guess it's not that.
I thought it'd be 9. I don't know how many things you would even need to do it for. So let's see. There's a voucher at the end of the counter. This voucher doesn't match the number of plates on the table. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, Soup A, seafood dish F on the voucher. The plates on the table are 9 appetizers, 16 meat, 10 soup, 15 seafood. Maybe they're using hexadecimal here. And hexadecimal is... It's a number system that goes 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, 10, 11. You're familiar with base 10, right? That's the normal system of numbers. The base 10 equivalents for hexadecimal numbers would go like this. A equals 10, B equals 11. Okay, I gather. And 10 is 16.
Okay, so the voucher is reminding us of the numbers of the plates.
10 becomes 16 in base 10. I know it sounds strange, but you could think of it as just 6 letters added onto the normal number system after 9. I think I get it.
Alright, well, we got that explanation.
This is probably what you're supposed to use to enter the password. Maybe if we put in the right number, it'll open the oven door. Why don't you try entering the numbers we found on the voucher earlier? The one said, appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. I think I can remember how the hexadecimal works. Yes.
So, would...
Well, if it's converted to base 10, then 10 becomes 16. So it's going to be 9, 16, 10, 15. Can you remember that?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, it's worth a shot. No dice. Looks like that's too many numbers. Oh. Never mind.
They were on to you.
It's gotta be important, so... There's some bottles of seasoning in here. There's a pot on top of the stove. If there are some ingredients around here, I could cook something up for us. Lotus, you can actually cook? Who the hell do you think I am? You better believe I know how to boil hot water and put in my instant noodles. And I can boil eggs, too.
And she said she's not a dancer?
I believe she said something like that, yeah. I don't know. It was like briefly, a dancer? No. That was like at the very beginning, and since then we're just like, whatever. Go to the thing over here? No, I guess not. Bunch of instructions for using the cooking utensils. Nothing really suspicious about that. Oh. It's a bolt, and it's really rusty. Will this even open? Won't know till we try. Let's give it a shot. Alright, see if you're gonna come out. Damn. No dice. Oh! There's a thing in here. Are these cheese? Oh my god, I'm in heaven! There's a thing behind that.
What's that? Is that lemon juice?
Hey, there's something behind the cheese.
You're right. Why don't we move some of the cheese?
Why don't we eat some of the cheese? Alright guys, time to move it. Jude and I need to look behind you. There's a little green bottle back there.
Poison!
It's oil.
Oh.
So much cheese.
There's so much stuff in here. A whole lot of cans.
This is probably a pantry. There's milk in here.
Milk in an iron barrel. Judging by the rust, it's probably really old.
Maybe we shouldn't open it up. I don't think it'd be a pretty sight.
It'd probably be more cheese.
There are cans lining every shelf in here. Wooden box on the second row, though. Oh, there we go. I couldn't see where the box was, so I was just clicking everywhere. Oh.
Well, we know what to do with this.
A rusty knife. I don't think we'll be able to use it while it's like this.
Time to sharpen it. It's futile.
Futile?
You know, a waste, useless, pointless.
Oh. Any particular reason you wanted to bring that up?
Oh, no reason, really. I was just thinking about futility.
Huh? Why were you thinking about futility?
Well, it has something to do with the Titanic.
The Titanic?
Have you ever heard the story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted?
No. No, I haven't. What is it? We'll be here a while, Rhino.
Yep. In 1892, 14 years before the Titanic sank, a novel was published. It was called Futility. It was written by an American novelist named Morgan Robertson. The story was about a big cruise ship colliding with an iceberg and sinking. Of course, if that was the only similarity, there wouldn't be any reason to mention it. It wasn't, though. The name of the ship, its nationality, course, departure time, size, displacement, maximum speed, number of passengers and crew, the number of lifeboats, even the location of the accident itself and the cause, and the location of the damage, everything matches the Titanic almost exactly. This seems like you're bullshitting us. It was almost as if he'd seen the whole thing happen. But this book was written 14 years before the Titanic sank. But that's not all. It wasn't just futility that predicted the sinking of the Titanic. There were two other similar stories written by a man named William Thomas Stead. Both of them before the accident. One in 1886 and one in 1892. Stead wrote two stories that had striking similarities to the Titanic disaster. Because there weren't enough lifeboats, in one, two ships collided and many of the passengers died because there weren't enough lifeboats. In the other, a ship collided with an iceberg and it sank.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give you that it seems a little weird, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs back in the day, or even other ships.
Right, I knew you'd say that. But what if Stead has some sort of special powers? To be more specific, what if he had the ability to do automatic writing?
What? Automatic writing? Wait, are you talking about when someone's possessed by a spirit and then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing?
Yes.
What do you mean, yes? That stuff's a load of bull!
But, Jumpy, you said you believe in curses.
Come on, that's totally different. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that automatic writing isn't a total load. These guys still couldn't have predicted the sinking of the Titanic. When this Stead dude wrote his thing, nobody had died on the Titanic yet. So if automatic writing is about being possessed by dead people, who the hell possessed him so he could write that stuff? And stop your hiccuping! Eat some cheese if you have to!
That's not it.
What's not it? The cheese?
Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit. He was doing the possessing.
What are you smoking?!
William Thomas Stead was a passenger on the Titanic. He just wrote down what he saw with his own eyes. 20 years before it happened.
Why don't we talk about this some other time, okay?
Huh? But...
Come on, let's get back to it.
Awkward.
We'll use the whetstone to sharpen the knife. The blade of the knife is getting sharper by the second. I should be able to cut something pretty good with this.
Wow, we removed all the rust.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
I mean, oiling it up's not a terrible idea.
Number of cheeses lined up on the shelf.
This is Gouda cheese. Good, I'm glad it's not bad cheese.
Aha!
And...
High five! I was waiting for...
The most famous Dutch cheese. If you don't cut open the casing, it won't usually go bad. So you can store it at room temperature for quite a while.
So we can eat this?
Most likely.
I'm not hungry. At all. Because it's hard to get hungry in a situation like this. I'm hungry! Give me cheese! Like, obligatory joke made by 8-year-olds aside, I thought we were going to actually have to cut the cheese.
To, like, get a key inside
Yeah, that's basically what I thought it would be.
Seems fair.
Alright, let's see if there's anything out here. Also,
did we check the bulletin board?
Yes, actually twice. There's no, they've told us both times there was nothing suspicious. Yeah, nothing very important. Silver pot here. It's clearly on something. Oh, I guess it's just a napkin, huh?
I guess.
Hexadecimal. I wonder if it's some kind of hint. Yeah, maybe. Jinbei, do you remember what I told you about hexadecimal code earlier? Yeah, of course I do. Here's a little quiz for you. What would 9 plus f be in base 10? Well, f is 15, so it'd be 9 plus 15, it should be 24, right? That's right. Good job, you're a fast learner.
Okay.
Wait a minute! This whole game's about digital roots. What if we have to find the digital root of everything written on that list, on that voucher?
Yeah, I guess that could be a thing.
So,
so
actually,
we have 9.
No. Clicking the voucher didn't do anything. So I think the voucher was just teaching us about hexadecimal. I think we have to use hexadecimal and digital root, but with something else.
Okay, but we haven't found any other, like, numbers or letters to work with, have we?
No, we haven't. Oh, I
what if we
clicked
spell
this.
out cheese?
I didn't mean to click this. I wonder what this drawer is. You see the metal grate on top of the grill? They make it like that so the fat and juices can drip off of the meat while it cooks.
Open the drawer and see the filth.
Alright, it's going. You think this was all part of Zero's plan? Probably. Kinda hard to believe there's a chef on board somewhere. Looks like the area under the plate opens up. No, you can't.
What we got?
I already checked. It's sealed shut. I think that's where the coal goes.
What can we use this knife on?
I thought maybe I had to use oil. Door seems to be stuck. It won't open. Knife and oil. What can we use either of them for?
Oil is generally to grease something up.
I'm actually starting to wonder if maybe we were supposed to stay in the cheese room.
Maybe. Should we apply knife to cheese?
I tried. There's cheese on the shelf. Sweet. There's cheese on the shelf. Sweet. There's cheese on the shelf. Sweet. There's cheese on the shelf. Sweet.
I get it.
There's cheese on the shelf. Sweet. There's cheese on the shelf. Sweet. There's cheese on the shelf. Sweet.
You done?
What?
Jumpy. You're searching with such tenacity. I don't think you have to search down there.
I just want to be sure. There's cheese on the shelf. Sweet. Oh, it's the same thing here. I just want to be sure. There's no cheese here. Not sweet.
There's cheese on this shelf. Sweet. Cans, wooden boxes.
And there's nothing in here. Like, we can't turn. We can just leave. So, maybe we don't do anything else here.
Maybe. I mean, I guess we got the oil.
We got the oil and the knife, so I guess that's kind of all they wanted from us here.
Okay.
Alright.
Silver pot.
15 plates. It says F on the voucher. Okay. Can you get a notepad up so that you can just write these down? Because they'll be important later, I'm sure of it.
Okay.
So you'll have to mark basically the type of plate and then 2 numbers. One of them may be a letter.
I mean, doesn't it just say the numbers on the voucher?
Clicking the voucher does nothing. But if I have to click the plate itself, it says so appetizers 9. Let me know when you have that down.
Done.
So also just put a second 9.
Okay.
Soup 10A.
Okay.
Seafood 15F.
Okay.
Meat 1610.
Okay.
And if possible, right down below it, just plate number hex. Just so then we know the plates, the numbers, and what it is in hexadecimal.
Okay.
Alright, that'll probably be important later. We can't, it's not letting us put a passcode in, unless it'll let me now, or something. Nope, it doesn't let me put one in yet, so we still have to find something. Frying pan and 2 kinds of pots.
There's cheese on this shelf. Sweet.
Knifing it does nothing.
There's cheese on this shelf. Sweet.
Wrong way. Let me try something. This bolt is in place, it won't budge. Of course! Maybe if I put some oil on it. Hey!
Oil it up, baby.
Just a little bit of oil and... Come on. Come on, you little son of a bitch. Whoa! Ha! Yes! Got you, little bastard.
You did it, Jumpy. You're so smart.
There's cheese in this room. Sweet. Huh.
Well, you may not be wrong.
It's cold in here. What is this place? Are you blind? It's a freezer. Oh, no way. That's way too cold for me. I'll freeze solid in seconds. Sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you. Maybe you should put...
You never stop bitching, do you?
To be fair, she's wearing, like, no clothes.
Whoa, it's really cold in here.
Hey, you don't need to be in here. You had a favor just a little bit ago. You should stay outside. We got this.
No, I'm fine. I don't want any gay boy love having in here. My fever's gone now, also.
But... Huh?
Oh.
No!
There's ice on this knob. Damn. Yes!
You got me in the middle of reading my line! No! Why did it suddenly close? This is not sweet! Ow! The knob's frozen.
But why?
Looks like the pipe next to it broke and... Hey! Lotus! You're out there, right? Open the door! What do you want? What's going on? The door won't open! Try opening it from that side, please! Fine. If you say so, hold on. It's no use. It won't budge. You've got more people in there. You figure it out.
You are no help.
God damn it. Anyway, let's find a way out. Or seek a way out, as some may say. If we don't get moving, we're gonna be permanent residents.
Two heads are better than none.
You don't need to voice the shivering.
Get fucked, Lotus. I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just take a good look around this room, okay? Right. There's no cheese on this shelf.
What is there?
Dry ice.
Okay.
Dry ice is just frozen carbon dioxide, right? Yeah, it is. Wonder how warm it has to get for it to turn back into gas again. Hell if I know. How's that gonna help us, anyway? Oh, well, I figured we might be able to use it to get us out of here.
Carbon dioxide sublimation point is 109 degrees.
Minus 109 degrees.
Any warmer than that and it'll turn into a gas. Any lower and it becomes a solid.
How do you know that?
Despite my looks, I'm the queen of random knowledge.
Why did... What?
The queen.
The clean... Bleh. Ahem. The queen...
She flubbed.
They wrote... Wow!
Touche.
I've never actually seen a game go for realistic diction.
Yeah.
Looks bad to mess up when you're showing off. Oh, you're so cold your mouth's going numb?
Yes, that's that.
You're just doing that on purpose, aren't you? Come on, guys. Don't you think that's kind of weird? Wonder how it doesn't turn into a liquid first. He wanted out of the freezer now. I guess I'm just joking. How the hell would I know? And how the hell is that gonna help us get out of here? We don't have time for this crap.
But it can turn into a liquid. Carbon dioxide turns to a liquid if you put it under high enough pressure.
That was weird. I thought Junpei was going to make a joke out of why the dry ice doesn't bother turning into a liquid or something. Instead, it's just apparently we chose for Junpei. It's like, what? I did not expect that.
Be an ass and leave.
This isn't really a good time for a chat about science.
It's always time for a chat about science. But I was wondering the same thing.
Wondering what?
Wondering why carbon dioxide doesn't turn into a liquid unless it's under pressure.
Right? It just seems weird. Water's a liquid between 32 degrees and 212 degrees. So why isn't that the case for carbon dioxide? H2O and CO2 are pretty similar. No, they're not. They're totally different substances. Look, guys, if we keep this up, we're just gonna freeze to death. You good with that? You wanna die talking about sublimation of gases? Because I sure as hell don't. Now let's get back to work.
I don't like that you made him freak.
Assuming you don't want to end up like a pair of ice sculptures. Hey, the game randomly decided that I was choosing how he acts, not what he says. I didn't even have control over that.
But, Jumpy, it's a kind of ice that doesn't turn into liquid when it goes above 32 degrees. I heard about it. Melting point is 96 degrees.
Ice with a melting point of 96 degrees? You mean there's water that freezes at 96 degrees?
Well, you could also look at it as ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees.
Water that freezes at 96 degrees? Ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees.
Salt water?
I'm gonna start being nice here. So what's this ice with a melting point of 96 degrees called?
I heard it's called Ice 9. Yeah.
9. And in the distance, you just hear,
Oh.
Ice 9.
Of course it is. Originally, Ice 9 was a made-up substance invented by a science fiction author. But recently, scientists have discovered that such a substance actually exists.
Wait, hold up. So is this thing called Ice 9, or is it water?
Like I said, if the ice is over 96 degrees, it'll be liquid, but if it's under that, it'll solidify. So you could think of it as a polymorph of H2O. Here, think of it like diamonds and graphite. They're both made of carbon, right? But depending on the structure of the crystallization, the hardness and structure are completely different.
So you're saying normal water and this Ice 9 are like that?
Yep. Have you heard the story about the crystallization of glycerin? For 150 years after the discovery of glycerin, people cooled it, warmed it. They did all sorts of things to it. I think some people fucked it. But whatever they did, it never crystallized. However, one day, in 1920... We got a lot of history buffs.
Also, we're dying in a freezer and this is what's going on.
Story time! Some glycerin on its way to England by ship was discovered to have crystallized during the trip.
It's like they finish the story and we're all frozen to death.
Scientists around the world wanted to research this new crystallized form of glycerin and asked for seeds. A seed is a sample of the original crystallized substance. With the seed crystal, further crystallization of glycerin would be easy. However, something very strange happened. Not only did the glycerin encouraged by seed crystals begin to crystallize, even the samples nearby did, even though they were tightly sealed. And it didn't end there. All the glycerin in the world crystallized, and now you can never find it not crystallized anywhere. Oh wait, seriously? After that day, it doesn't matter where in the world it is. All glycerin crystallizes naturally when cooled to less than 64 degrees. Before that day, no matter how glycerin was cooled, it refused to crystallize. But once the crystallization had begun, it could not be stopped. It was almost like, how do I put it? It was almost like all the glycerin in the world was communicating. Communicating in some way we can't sense. And now it's happening everywhere. Be nice.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna be nice, but it's like, why is it phrasing it like, oh.
Junpei was honestly impressed. Junpei was kind of annoyed.
No, I know why it's doing this. Because it expects us to be playing in novel mode, they probably gave some narration that ends on an ellipses that leads into this.
Oh, okay.
We'll keep playing on adventure mode, you just gotta keep that in mind, and occasionally we might need to flick over or something. Wow, that's pretty interesting. But,
we're dying.
What does that have to do with Ice 9? What she's saying is that it's a lot like Ice 9. What happened, I mean. A lot like... That would be bad. If water everywhere started freezing at 96 degrees, man, it'd be the end of the world. At any rate, we're not going to have to worry about the end of the world unless we can get out of here pretty damn quick. Thank you. Alright guys, I think that's enough of that. I didn't think we'd get quite this far off topic. I mean, I know I'm kinda at fault here, but we can't be screwing around anymore. Seriously. I might go by the name Santa right now, but I didn't grow up in Iceland. I freaking hate the cold. So let's get cracking, alright? Gotta find a way out of here. Selfish, isn't he? Ice 9 is interesting and all, but we can discuss it more once we get out of this freezer. Whoosh! Boom, boom.